Hello, beautifuls. Happy full moon. Today, we are going to be doing a rejuvenating sequence to help you align your sacral chakra. So we're going to be going through a few poses in this short sequence just to help you realign your sacral. This full moon is in Sagittarius, which is my sign. If you are a Sag, you might be feeling this moon. I know I was last week and I have still been feeling it. It's a pretty strong one this year. Anyways, this moon is in Sagittarius. So the moon is connected with the Sagittarius sign is connected with our sacral chakra. So this is a good time to realign our chakras. This is also a good time to work with our sacral chakra a little bit more and just to release and activate it. So because this is a full moon, we can activate and release our sacral. And I'm going to show you a couple of poses that are going to help do that for you. Our sacral is also connected to our certain hormones, especially like our testes and our ovaries, which testes is responsible for testosterone. Ovaries are responsible for estrogen and progesterone. And some of these poses that we're going to do can also help with relieving moon time symptoms as well. And they can also be beneficial for releasing back pain. So sometimes we may have certain symptoms going on in our body. And yes, they are definitely related to hormones and, other conditions that, we may be dealing with. But the other thing too is when certain symptoms come up, certain emotions come up, certain behaviors come up, it also can be indicative of chakras being out of balance. And with our sacral chakra, we'll kind of go through a little bit of how to tell if it's in excess or if it's deficient. So if it's in excess, there may be certain things like addiction to stimulation, excessive mood swings, being excessively sensitive, having poor boundaries, emotional dependency, instability, right? These are excessive characteristics of the sacral. And then deficient characteristics are rigidity in your body, beliefs, or behavior. So, being very rigid, very afraid of change, not willing to change or accept change, emotional numbness or insensitivity, fear of change, that is definitely one there, lack of desire, passion, or excitement, avoidance of pleasure, fear of sexuality. These are all deficient characteristics, poor social skills, excessive boundaries, boredom. So take note if for you've experienced some symptoms of it being deficient or excessive. And balance characteristics are graceful movement, ability to embrace change, emotional intelligence, nurturance of self and others, right? Nurturing yourself, being able to nurture others, healthy boundaries, ability to enjoy pleasure, sexual satisfaction, passion. So those are some things to tell if it's in excess, if it's deficient, if it's balanced, if you need to go back and, because I didn't really do a list or a chart for you. The other thing too is tension can show up in our body as well. And especially if, make note of anything that might relate to you as I list this off. But here are some other ways you can tell if you're experiencing an imbalance with the sacral chakra. So these are some common physical imbalances that relate to our second chakra, and you can make note if any relate to you. Low back pain, hip joint deterioration or displacement, abdominal distension, genital diseases, STDs, yeast infections, herpes, etc., urinary tract infections, bladder troubles, menstrual difficulties, reproductive issues, rigidity or undue stiffness in your muscles in general. So if you're just feeling stiff and sore all the time, that can also be something that can be a sign that, you know, your sacral may be out of balance. The other thing too is, the good news is that, you know, we can do things to change our energy. We can do things to help heal and release our chakras. And I know for myself that by working with my chakras, and especially when I work with specific ones during the full moon or the new moon, it really makes a difference in my health and my well-being, as well as my mental and emotional health as well. So today I'm going to share with you a short sequence that you can do just to bring your sacral chakra into balance, and you know, something that you can do from the comfort of your home. And you can do this at any time. It's really good during the full moon, especially the full moon in Sag. You can even do this during the new moon in Sag as well. And I think Pisces is related to the sacral too. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I have to get my mat. Go ahead and drink some water. Water is an element of your sacral. Okay. So when we're ready, let's get our mat going. There we go. So I got a little leg space. All right. Okay, let's start by lying down onto our mat. Excuse me. Okay, so we're going to lie down onto our mats, lower back flat against the mat, and we'll have our knees bent. And we're just going to place our hand onto our tummy. We're going to do some breathing. We'll ground ourselves first. So we'll take a nice deep breath. Take your right hand, you can place it on your tummy, left hand onto your chest, and let's connect with our breath. Inhaling, we're filling our belly up with air. And then exhaling, we're letting all that air go. Breathing in, filling our belly up with air again. And then exhaling. Good. Breathing in. And then once again, exhaling, letting go. As we continue to inhale, we'll notice that our bellies rise, then our rib cage, then our chest. And then exhaling, we'll notice that our chest lowers, our rib cage lowers, and then our belly lowers. Continuing to fill our bellies up with air, then our rib cage, then our chest. And then exhaling, feeling our chest lower, our rib cage lower, and our tummy lowers. Breathing in again, filling our bellies up with air. And then exhaling, letting all that air go. So again, noticing our bellies rise on the inhale. And then exhaling. Good. And then on this next inhale, we're going to count to 4 on the inhale. So breathing in, counting to 4, and then exhaling the same amount we did on the inhale. Once again, we're breathing in through our nose and out through our nose. Inhaling for 4, and then exhaling for 4. And continuing to go with the rhythm of our breath. And then exhaling. Breathing in again, counting for 4, breathing in for 4, and then exhaling for 4. Okay, good. Let's take our hands down by our sides on this next inhale. We're gonna practice Mula Bandha. So Mula Bandha is root lock. So it's kind of like you're doing a Kegel. So on the inhale, we'll breathe in. We're going to basically pull our pelvic floor up, basically doing a Kegel. So on the inhale, breathing in, lifting, and then releasing. Okay, we're going to do that again. Nice deep breath in. And then once again, exhaling, then go, releasing. Breathing in. And then letting go. And then from here, we're just going to relax. We'll we're going to place our hands, thumb on top of the rib, fingers on top of the hips. And then from here, we're going to start to tilt our pelvis towards ourselves. And then we'll bring it back. So we're tightening our tummy and tilting our pelvis towards ourselves. This will help you work your lower abdominals. We're going to hold for 10 seconds here, squeezing, and then exhaling, coming back. Good. And what this does is it's going to help you work your lower abdominals, which is good for, strengthening this area so you can reduce some of your back pain if you experience back pain. And then once again, tucking belly in and then tilting our pelvis towards ourselves, holding and squeezing for 10 seconds. Good. And then coming back. Sorry, itchy. Good. Belly button tucked in and then tilting our pelvis towards ourselves, holding for 10 seconds. And then coming back. Okay, one more time. Inhale. And then once again, squeeze the tummy muscles, tilt the pelvis towards yourself. Good. And then come back. All right, excellent job with that. Let's bring our knees into our chest. So this is very rejuvenating for our kidneys. It's great for energizing our body. And as we're energizing our body, we can rock side to side, or if we choose to, we can do knee circles. Of course, be careful if you have a back injury, just be mindful. Okay, we'll go a couple of times one way, and then we'll go the other way. Good. And then when we're ready, let's start to go into some of our stretches. So let's start with our legs straight up in the air. Good. Let's take our left leg up. We can just kind of hold the back of it, and then we'll bring it back down. Let's do the other side. Let's give that side a nice little stretch. Good. And then from here, let's take our left foot, let's place it on the right knee, and we'll go into a glute stretch first. Or our supine pigeon. And then when we're ready, we'll start to take that leg up, and if we can, let's straighten it for our eye of the needle pose. So this is a good glute stretch that you can do. If you want, you can place a hand here just to kind of keep it stretched. or to get more of that sensation, that glute stretch sensation here. And then just breathe. Breathing in, releasing, and breathing in. And then on the exhale, releasing any tension you may feel. When you're ready, bring that foot down. Let's switch sides. So now, right side, we're going to first go into that glute stretch. When we're ready, we can start to grab the back of the leg and then make the leg nice and straight. If we want a little bit more sensation in our glute, we can press on the knee. Or if we just want to stay here, we can stay here too. And then just breathe. Again, inhaling. You can imagine white light is any tension we're feeling. If we're feeling tension in our glute and our hamstring. And then on the exhale, we can let go by releasing any tension that may be there. And then we'll bring our feet down to the sides, arms out to the side. You're just going to do little windshield wipers here. Good. Just taking our feet out to the wideness of the mat, and we're just going side to side. And then when we're ready, we're going to start to come up and come into an all fours position. Once again, let's tuck our lower tummy into our spines. Let's pull our navel in and squeeze. So we're in a neutral spine. We're going to squeeze our navel here, breathing in. Exhaling. Good, release. Take a nice full breath into your belly, and then on the exhale, good. Let's squeeze again. So squeezing, keep squeezing, keep squeezing. Inhale, keep squeezing, and then exhale. Release. Good, excellent job. We'll do one more of these. So this is your lower tummy. So you're really squeezing that lower tummy muscle again, which is your transverse abdominis. So belly button tucked in, pulling that navel in, squeezing. And then exhaling. Excellent. From here, we'll go into a little bit of cat and cow. We'll breathe out, rounding your spine, and then inhaling. And then once again, exhaling, rounding, we're pushing that mat away. We have our fingers spread like starfish, and then inhaling. We're pointing our tailbone to the sky. We're gently squeezing our shoulder blades. And then once again, exhaling, rounding, tucking our lower belly in, and then inhaling. Gently squeezing our shoulder blades together as we contract our spine. Exhaling, contracting our tummy, and then inhaling one more time. Okay, excellent. From here, let's go into a child's pose. We'll take a nice deep breath in. And then from here, let's start to take our left foot and bring it on the outside of our hands. And while we're here, this is our humble warrior or our lizard pose. Okay, we're just going to hold here for a moment. We're going to breathe in, and then just kind of let our hips pain for a moment. Good. And then we'll come back. And then from here, let's take our right foot. Let's bring it up by our hands. And really feel that nice stretch in our hips. You might feel a little bit of the inner thigh too with the foot on the outside. We are looking for that feeling a little bit. And then when we're ready, we'll come back. We're going to come back into our child's pose. And then from here, once again, spreading our fingers like starfish directly underneath our shoulders. We're going to go into some hip circles. Breathing in. And then exhaling. We're going to drop our hips to the left side first. Breathing in and then exhaling, dropping our hips. And then one more time. Dropping. We're exhaling. Dropping your hips to the right side. And then dropping them. And one more time. Okay, good. From here, we'll come into our child's pose one more time. And then let's draw our hands back up. From here, let's come on to our knees. We'll have our knees about hip width apart, belly button tucked in. We'll bring our hands to the top of, to the base of our spine. We'll take a nice deep breath in, belly button tucked in, squeeze the glutes, lifting up. And then exhaling. We're going to come back down. So that was our easy camel pose. From here, let's start to come onto our, we can either sit into a lotus or we can sit on a cushion and sit cross-legged. So you want to sit onto a cushion and sit cross-legged, especially if you are if your knees are going past your hips. So right now I'm in a lotus. If I was sitting cross-legged, I would definitely have the cushion because my knees do go past my hips, like they lift up, and you want to make sure that hips are actually higher than your knees. Okay, so we're going to do some circles here. So if you've ever done these before, we're going to breathe in. We'll take a nice deep breath in, and then we're going to exhale, and we're going to go around. Good, breathing in, and then exhaling, going around. This is very good for your lower spine and your spine, but also circles are good for the sacral. Breathing in, and then exhaling, coming down. Good. Breathing out. Good, and then exhaling. All right, excellent. We'll do one more round. Good. Exhaling and then inhaling as we come back up. All right. Excellent job with those. Next, let's go into our wide-legged pose. So wide-legged pose is really good for the inner thighs. It's also really good for the sacral chakra. We'll take a nice deep breath in. And then we're going to exhale. And we're going to slowly start to come down. And we'll use our breath here. We're going to let go of expectation as we're coming down, as we're folding. Breathing in again and then exhaling. And if this is good for you, maybe this is as far as you go today, and that's okay. You want to let go of competition and judgment of where we are in a practice. Take a nice deep breath in. And then exhale out. Good. Breathing in again. And you can stay here for a moment. When we're ready, we can start to slowly walk our hands back. Let's go into our butterfly position. So butterfly is a good one. Another one that's good for balancing our sacral out. So we're going to sit nice and tall. We'll bring the soles of our feet together. We can flap our butterfly wings. Be gentle if you're going through any kind of injury or hip or back pain. Just be gentle. Excellent. Good. From here, breathing in. And then exhaling. And of course, we can place our elbows into our inner thighs if we want to push them down. We'll take a nice deep breath in, breathing in, and then exhaling. As we're inhaling, we're tucking belly up and in, and then on the exhale, we're lengthening our spine. Okay, excellent. When we're ready, we're coming back up from here. We're going to go into, let's go into another stretch. This time, this one's for our glutes. And as we go into this stretch, a little bit for our glutes. So what we're going to do here, we'll have the knee on top of, take your right foot, place it on top of the left knee. And then from here, you can just place your hand on top of the knee. You're going to take your hands in behind you. We're going to do a little bit of a back bend here. So you're just going to open up your chest here, okay? And on the inhale, we're going to take a nice deep breath in and then exhale. Good. Switch sides. So take that left foot, place it on top of the right knee. Once again, taking a nice deep inhale here. Lifting up through our chest, opening up ourselves to nurturing ourselves, to nurturing others, to connecting to others. Good. Coming back. And then from here, we're going to come up into our table pose. Taking a nice deep breath in, lifting up, and then exhaling, coming back down. Let's come back down to our sides. We'll have arms out to the sides. Let's bring the legs up, and then we'll just go into a little bit of a belly twist here. So 1, 2, breathing in, and then exhaling, 2, 2. Good. And then one more time. Good. Bring those knees into our chest again. And then from here, let's go into our sleepy baby pose. Good. From here, coming back down. And let's bring our legs completely down. If we want, we can go into our butterfly. We can bend our legs first, have a little fist stand by your sides, and go into a reclined butterfly. If you have back injury or back pain, take caution with this. If you want, you can just stay here, or you can lengthen out if it feels comfortable to do so. But you can sit in a nice reclined butterfly here. Let your back and your hips relax. as we open up ourselves to authentically creating a life free of stress and full of bliss. So this is an affirmation you can use for your sacral. I am authentically creating a life free of stress and full of bliss. If you've been not taking time for you, you can use the affirmation, I am nurturing. I am nurturing to myself. I am nurturing to myself and others. I am nurturing to myself and I take time for me. I am flexible. It's another affirmation you can use. If you feel alone, you can say, I am connected. I am resilient. Okay, when you're ready, you can lengthen your legs out. And then you can let your legs, fingers go long. This is our final relaxation pose, Savasana. You can take this time for you. Take this time to appreciate your back, your hips. Appreciate your sacral chakra. Appreciate your body. And then when you're ready, you can slowly make your way onto your favorite side, the sleepy baby pose, and then make your way up to a seated position. All right, awesome job with that. Namaste, light me vows to the light in you. That was awesome. I'd love to know how the sequence went for you, how you felt afterwards, if you felt less tension, less pain, or if you just, felt mobile again in your hips, if you've been going through some stiffness there for some time. Anyways, I'd love to know how this went for you. And this weekend, I'd love to know how this workout went for you. And also, I wanted to mention too that if you want to take your learning about the chakras further, if you want to learn more about them, I'm doing this workshop this weekend, and I'll leave the link down below the video so that you can check it out and see for yourself if you'd like to join. Anyways, we are doing this chakra alignment workshop. It's actually summer solstice chakra alignment workshop, and it is this Saturday, June 18th. So if you would like to learn more about your chakras and what you can do to bring them into alignment, we're going to be sharing what you can do to do that. All people that sign up will be able to get a chakra card that I'm going to be sending via email, so it'll be in a PDF. And then, of course, the first 10 people to register for the chakra workshop will be given a free chakra reading by me, which will help you to learn to focus on which chakras that you want to work on. You'll know which chakras that you need to focus on for your health and for better energy. And of course, that is a free reading that will be given to the first 10 that sign up through Eventbrite, or if you message me directly, I can also give you the link that way too. And yeah, so we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to be talking chakras, of course. This will be an intro into the chakras. And we're going to be doing a 45 to 50 minute yoga practice as well. And there will be some talk about oils and what oils you can use to also bring them into balance. And we're going to have a lot of fun, and I can't wait to do this with you. Anyways, if you do have any questions, you can leave them underneath the video below, or you can message me directly. All right, other than that, have yourself a wonderful day, and I can't wait to hear how this went for you. Okay, have an amazing day, and hopefully you can make it to the chakra solstice retreat that we're having this Saturday. All right, hope you're having a great day, and we'll see you soon.